Hello my loves, today we're back in Baldur's Gate, and one I've been wanting to do for a long time. I am going to create what I think Jon Snow would be like in Baldur's Gate. I've thought this over and over, I've made notes and edited these notes profusely, so these were not easy final decisions to make. A lot of the time I like going in and just like seeing where it takes me, but I had to plan this one out because too many ideas. So we have to choose his race. Now, just a warning before we get into this, there may be slight spoilers if you haven't finished the show, and I know the show is like ages old now, but I only watched the show for the first time this year, so I am warning in advance to anybody that is currently watching it for the first time that there will probably be spoilers in this. But without further ado, let's begin. I am very, very torn here. This is the one I still haven't come to a decision on. Because obviously, good old Dragonborn makes sense for him. But also, how the hell are we gonna make Jon Snow from this? So I'm gonna do what I did with the Daenerys video, where I wanted her to be Dragonborn, couldn't make her Dragonborn. So I think I made her human or an elf, just because it was cute. So I'm gonna go with human. I know we don't like humans, but you can change this if you disagree with it. It's not a big deal. I just feel like human is the best choice we can go for here, especially if we want the customization to be accurate. So we're going for human. Now, this I've thought about a lot, and I feel like fighter just makes the most sense for him. Mastered the art of combat, wielding weapons with unmatched skill, and wearing armor like a second skin. You know, man's a very big fighter. He's got his big sword and everything. He's a fighter. It just works. And then fighting style, I think I want to go for archery for him. I wish the bow and arrow would appear on the back. But I think archery is like a cool little reference to him and the Starks and fun. And obviously he's also very good with the sword, but I see him, I know the sword is iconic and like I see him with the sword a lot, but I also like go back to thinking of him with the bow and arrow that like pulls me towards archery for him. But you can obviously choose which one you think you prefer for him. Now, for background, this is an interesting one because you don't know whether to tie like the Starks into this or like the other parents or like his current. It's confusing, okay? But I do think that folk hero will work for him. I also think that noble could work for him, but I feel like the folk hero just perfectly represents his character and like his motivations. And then animal handling being part of it, I think is a very cool little nod to, oh my god, what's the dog's name? Is it Snow? I can't remember the name, but it's a nice little nod to the dog whose name I forgot. I'm really, really sorry. But now we can make Jon Snow. What's happening here? Oh, we haven't changed the body type. That would help really, wouldn't it? Okay, we need to choose a face. Now, he has quite defined features. He has quite sad eyes too, and like sad eyebrows. He just looks a little bit sad most of the time, so I kind of want to capture that. This one looks a little bit sad, so I'm going to go with this one. This is me hair extensions, so we'll leave that for now. And he is quite pale. I'm going to get like a nice skin tone. It's like he's pale, but you can see no, he's just pale, isn't he? He's just a pale man. Maybe that one, maybe this one. We'll go for this one. Maturity, we can put a little bit in there. Freckles, I think he does have very, very light freckles, so I think just leaving it like this is fine, to be honest. Scarring, he does have a scar. He has it like through his eye, so this one works pretty well. I don't think this is on the right side, but he does have a scar through the eye, so I think that is the best thing that we can go for. And then he has very dark brown eyes, like very, I can't even explain his eye color, but it's wonderful color. Okay, we've gone for NPC Gale eye color. If you want that, it's just a mod that's available on all platforms. It's just an eye color mod that you can download. And then tattoos, we do not have any tattoos, no piercings. Makeup, we don't really need makeup, although I'm kind of thinking about if we can accentuate the bags under his eyes a little bit, but I don't think we're going to get that from makeup, so I think we're just going to leave it as it is. And then lip tint, I want to try and get his actual lip colour with this. He has like quite a pale pink, so if I turn the colour up a little more, or maybe it's like a pale, I don't know, like his lips kind of look like he's got frostbite, which, you know, makes sense. So I think if we go for that one works. And maybe we make them a little bit metallic so they look a little bit like drier, although that does add like a little shine. Oh, that works fine. And now for the hairstyle, this will depend which part of the show you're going off here. So we'll go through, look at some that could possibly work for the beginning, but I'm not exactly sold on it. I just want to go through and see like what we think is the best. This could work for the beginning of the show again. I like when he has like the half down, half up vibes, but I don't make them very often, so I'm not sure. There we go. That is one of the best that we could get, I think. If we're going for a little bit later on instead of the beginning, it really depends like where you want to go, like what direction you want to take him in, whether it was like in the beginning, later on, just like what you think works. But I really like this because I love him later on in the show, so I'm gonna go for that. And this is Jon Snow. I have done the best I can with him. Again, mods are only available on console, are used, well, available on console and PC, but I don't like using mods that aren't accessible to everyone. So you could probably make him a lot more accurate if you have a PC, but as usual, I like making it accessible to everybody to be able to create. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. As usual, please let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my choices respectfully, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.